ORIGAMI is a €4 million project funded by the European Commission under the Horizon Europe program and the SNS JU framework, the public-private partnership for the research and the development of 6G. ORIGAMI, short for Optimized Resource Integration and Global Architecture for Mobile Infrastructure for 6G, aims to take mobile network technology to the next level. By advancing current 5G and beyond 5G architectures, ORIGAMI is setting the stage for 6G, which will enable groundbreaking applications, fresh business models, and a significant reduction in energy use. ORIGAMI unites a consortium of 13 international partners, including major industries, small-medium enterprises, and leading academic institutions across 8 European countries.
We all live in a world that is driven by an incredible technology revolution. It's changing the way we live, the way we work, and the way we communicate with each other. In this revolution, 6G networks will play a fundamental role as we envision an ecosystem that brings together all these technologies that will be applicable to all the network segments, especially AI. The level of ambition is enormous, and it requires new architectural approaches. That's exactly what ORIGAMI brings.
What we are doing in ORIGAMI is to create an entirely new framework for 6G. You can think of ORIGAMI as a multi-level building where each floor serves different purposes in order to help connecting devices in a way that we make connections faster, safer, and also in a way that is kinder to the planet. But in the end, ORIGAMI is not only about making 6G networks faster, but also greener and open to new ideas and technologies that may come in the future. More specifically, in ORIGAMI, we have identified 8 technological barriers that prevent us to fully utilize radio, computing, and networking resources for 6G. And in order to address all these barriers, in ORIGAMI, we have proposed we will investigate 3 key architectural innovations. The first one is the global service-based architecture. The second one is the zero trust exposure layer. And the third one is the continuous compute layer.
The first architectural innovation we introduced at ORIGAMI is the GSBA, or Global Service-Based Architecture. In the 5G era, we have witnessed an increased interaction between vertical service provider and network operator. However, it is difficult for them to fully commoditize the network as they wish. Through the introduction of the GSBA, we allow efficient communication between intelligent functionality, exposing finally a more complete network to the vertical service providers.
The second architectural innovation of the ORIGAMI project is the Zero Trust Exposure Layer, or ZTL. ZTL builds on top of the other ORIGAMI innovation, the GSBA, and essentially allows different actors to take control of the 6G network infrastructure simultaneously and independently. And this includes network operators, virtual network operators, or third parties like vertical tenants. It actually allows these operators to tailor the network infrastructure to their unique needs and requirements. To this end, the ZTL, designed by ORIGAMI, sets forth a number of innovation to the interoperability of the network functions, and it allows all these actors I was mentioning before to take control of the network, even in absence of traditional trust relationships among them, which is why we refer it to a zero trust paradigm. Ultimately, the ZTL allows to open the door of the whole 6G ecosystem, not only to innovative application use cases, but also to brand new third parties, as well as unprecedented business models.
The Compute Continuum Layer, or CCL, is the third architectural innovation that will be investigated by ORIGAMI project. 6G networks will be incredibly complex, and they will have to process a huge amount of data. In order to process all this data, we need different kinds of computing chips. Okay, and this is a nightmare. Imagine if for every app in your phone you needed a different charger, right? That could be completely ineffective. So this is really when the Compute Continuum Layer of ORIGAMI comes in. You can think of the CCL as a universal adapter for 6G. It allows the developers that develop the software that is in charge of your network connections without having to worry about the hardware that is running underneath. It's like having a universal controller for your TV regardless of the brand. The CCL is really a smart manager that selects the most appropriate computing resources to the tasks that need to be performed. For instance, you have an autonomous car, so self-driving car that has to process a huge amount of data wirelessly, the CCL will select powerful computing chips in order to process this data. But if you are just transmitting plain texts, right, the CCL will select cheaper and more energy-friendly computing chips in order to make networks more sustainable.
Origami is paving the way for the future for mobile networks. By addressing the critical barriers in today's mobile systems, we are creating a more flexible, sustainable, and efficient network architecture for 6G. With our innovative approach, featuring the Global Services-Based Architecture, GSBA, Zero Trust Exposure Layer, ZTL, and the Continuous Compute Layer, CCL, we are laying the groundwork for a mobile infrastructure that will not only support the needs of tomorrow's technologies, but will also foster new business models and drastically reduce energy consumption. As we move towards 6G, Origami is committed to making mobile networks not just faster, but more intelligent, sustainable, and adaptable to the ever-evolving demands of our digital world. We believe that by reimagining the future of mobile technology, we can unlock limitless possibilities, empowering industries, transforming lives, and driving innovation in ways we've only just begun to imagine.